So this video right here is not going to win me any friends. It may influence a few of you. It may motivate some of you guys. I hope it does. It may motivate some of you guys to unsubscribe. I hope it does that too. Frankly, for the last year or so, we've been making videos and stuff, how to clean this, how to clean that. And I just have to tell you, a lot of the guys, they love those videos. The videos get a lot of views. But the real movement is not in figuring out how to clean stuff. Shout out to the inner circle. We do a lot of the inner work, the mindset stuff in the inner circle. A lot of killers in that group. Everyone's rooting everybody on. That is my fam. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Core 4. But one of the things that you have to understand is that it's all my fault. This whole thing, it's all my fault. Everything that has happened to me up until this point happened for me up until this point is all my fault. And I'm willing to own that. And I love every last thing, all the way down to my 6-year divorce that cost me a house, a really nice house, in cash. Can't write it off. It's a personal expense. Can't write it off. Okay? It's all my fault. People would say, well, Aaron, how are you going to say all these things are your fault? Because one thing I've learned is that if you don't take complete responsibility, there is no partial responsibility. It doesn't exist. And I wish there was, right? That would be oddly convenient to be able to take partial responsibility for the things that happen for you in your life. Well, this was that one, and this was their fault, and that one was my fault, and this was their fault. No. Today's video is going to rub a lot of you the wrong way. And I'm fucking tired of it. I'm tired of the broke mentality. I'm tired of the poor mentality. I'm tired of the slithery snake-like shit of guys trying to slither their way to profits. Constantly slithering, undercutting, just constantly slithering, trying to get money without paying full price at the counter of success. Will not pay full price. I've heard people say, I don't believe in paying full price for anything. Well, get the fuck out. You think I want you around me? Well, I'm going to negotiate everything. Cool, man. Like nickel and dimer. Get that out of here. That's that broke Southern thinking. I came from that. We're not keeping that around here anymore. A lot of you guys are dealing with preparedness issues, basic dude shit. And the same guys, their wife won't sleep with them. And then the same guys are having to ask their wives for permission to do any fucking thing. Like a bitch. It's all your fault. When she divorces you, it's also all your fault. This is what we need to sit in. This uncomfortable thought. The uncomfortable conversation of complete, raw, real, personal responsibility. Because unlimited power of freedom and autonomy in your life lays on the other side of it. If you will take personal responsibility and owning it for everything being your fault, it unlocks a door that many of you have never been through. See, some people watching this believe it's Joe Biden's fault. Some people believe it's Donald Trump's fault. Some people believe it's the white guy's fault. Some people could believe it's the black guy's fault. Whatever. It's your fucking fault that you're not having the success that you want to have in your marriage, in your relationships, in your business. And none of you watch or read what you need to be watching or reading to really fortify your mind on how to get this thing into a place where the foundation is set. You want to slither past it somehow. Somehow get it at a discount all the time. How do I get 10% off here, 30% off here? How do I makeshift this? How do I go out in the backyard and maybe mix up a few chemicals that I bought in powders so I can save $20? Get the fuck out. What are you doing, man? Is that what you're wanting to teach your sons? Be a nickel and dimer your whole life, boy. It's the way you should do it. It's honorable. Get the fuck out of here, man. Pay full price at the counter of success. Charge the price that the job is profitable, the price that gets you the freedom you want. Close until they die or you die. Until they tell you no or they tell you yes. There is no indifference. If you will do that sequence, you will be pleasantly persistent with the customer. And for some of you who are getting started right now, brand new, you're going to do a lot of cold approach. A lot of you don't want to go through the hard part of that. You want to somehow miraculously get your website done and leads immediately. You think in this fictional mindset. And the problem is you're giving away all of your power. As soon as it's not your fault, you've given away the power. As soon as it's Joe Biden's fault, you've given away the power. As soon as it's the website company's fault, you've given away your power. As soon as it's, the vendor can't ship me the chemical overnight in 2 hours. Is there something in the box store? Will y'all teach me how to chemistry up your chemical? Can I buy powders and mix it behind my truck? No. And why would they teach you? Keep the chemicals in the garage. Buy the stuff you need before you need it. Well, I didn't know I need it. It's your fault. If you foreclose on your home, guess whose fault it is? Yours. If your wife divorces you, guess whose fault it is? Yours. In one of two ways. You didn't bring home the bag or you married a hoe. That's the reason. Two reasons it's going to fall apart. You got to support the family. You got to go kill the beast and bring home the bacon, or you married a hoe. And both of those are your fault. So as soon as we start giving ourselves the power again and saying this whole thing lives or dies on me, the weight will finally come off of your shoulders, because now you have the power to truly change. You are not giving away the power to your ex-wife, to your current wife. She doesn't get the power to say whether or not we're investing in the business. Because let me tell you, if the business fails, she's going to leave you. Okay? But also, if you get fired at your current job, the one you hate, the shitty one, she's going to leave you anyway too. So why would you abdicate to Eve, the one who gave you the apple in the beginning? Why would you hand her the helm again? Because of media? No. Because the media wants you to. Equality. Get the fuck out of here with that. You know what Adam should have done? Taken the apple and thrown it in the woods. Popped her on the hand and said, we don't eat from that tree. But you know what Adam did? Adam was the first cuck. Adam said, okay. eats the apple, gets kicked out of the garden. These are the people who ask their wife if they can start a business. Y'all are at 'em. Stop asking permission. It's your fault if it fails. Oh, my wife said I couldn't, so therefore I couldn't. She's the smart one. I outpunted my coverage. No, in fact, if you go kill the beast, I don't care what she looks like. Past 30, it's downhill for her. Past 25, she's lucky to be with you. Get it through your head. You're the prize. Now go kill the beast like you are the prize. Go own it and let it be your fault that you win. It being your fault doesn't have to always be negative. And some of y'all out there also never want to take credit for anything. Look, I'm not from that camp. If you're going to go out there and kill the beast, guess who raises their hand who killed it? Me. The quarterback gets the glory because he's the one who touches the ball and has to deliver the ball. That's why he gets the glory. The most responsibility falls on his back. Yes, the offensive line is important, but inevitably, if you had 70 offensive linemen and no quarterback, you still lose. You can have a mediocre offensive line and still win some games if you have a good quarterback. You're the quarterback. It all falls on you. So start acting like it. It's all your fault. Be prepared. Keep chems in stock. Stop asking vendors to have it there in 2 hours overnight with teleportation. Doesn't exist. Stop. Stop having poor thinking. Stop trying to slither your way into jobs and under-marketing your business. Start writing the check in full and market your business. Half of y'all got a little bass boat, little shitty bass boat behind your house. That's thousands of dollars. How'd you come up with that money? Some of y'all got Jordans, shoes, expensive shoes, lining your closets. Some of y'all got PS5s and Xboxes and computers. I guarantee you, to all of y'all motherfuckers making excuses, I could come into your house and probably find $2 or $3 grand worth of shit we could sell right now that you ain't gonna part with. It's all your fault. You have to really be undignified enough to get down to a bed on a freaking wood floor, a pallet, to make it work. It's grit. It's closing until they tell you go away. It's approaching en masse. Some of you would say, well, the customer's check bounced. That's their fault. They should have had the money. No, it's your fault you didn't have 6 other checks coming in today. It's all your fault. I hope this video can give you a little understanding on the power that you hold. If you're willing to take responsibility, your life can change immediately. If you're willing to take responsibility, the next 5 years will look drastically different than the previous 5. But if you're going to blame anything on anyone else but yourself, even if it is their fault, you're going to lose. You're going to lose big. It's going to be painful. And the lessons will repeat until the student changes what they do. You're the student. I've had to learn this the hard way in my life, and I'm never going back. And I'm never apologizing for how rough this sounds, because a lot of you are living in fairy tale land, and it makes me sad to see your apathy and your bewilderment when the bad thing happens, when your wife leaves you because you can't bring home the bacon. It's your fault. And not to mention you're asking her permission for shit. You're like her son. She doesn't want to be with that. Take it into your hands today. Today, let it be your fault and let the power flow through that. Because I'm going to close today. And everybody I speak to, they're going to tell me yes or they're going to tell me no. But by God, they're going to tell me one of them too. And we're going to go out and we're going to get this money. And the success of your family will be your fault. How about that? That's a happy ending. I'll see you guys in the next video.